What's good, everyone, and welcome back to the Water Boys channel. As today we'll take a deep preview of the Dallas Cowboys visiting the New Orleans Saints. But before we dive into any of that, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video, as we will keep you up to date on all the latest NFL news and NFL rumors. And without further ado, let's get into this preview. Before we dive deep into this preview of the Cowboys taking on the Saints, let's take a look at the NFC standings, because right now this has both playoff implications for both sides of the teams. You have Dallas as your division leaders in the fourth seed, unfortunately, after losing 3 out of their last 4. And the Saints, they're falling off. They were in the wild card, but they're still in the hunt. They're around like the 8th, 9th seed right now. And they're actually tied for the 7th seed, but because of NFC conference standing records and things like that, Washington holds that over all the other 5 and 6 teams right now. And honestly, with the way the Cowboys and Saints are looking right now, both of them need a W really bad to keep and maintain their playoff hunt. Mostly the Saints, because they're not going to win their division, because the Bucks, no matter how we think of the Bucks, in and out, wishy-washy, things like that, they're going to win that division just because of the maturity of the team, Tom Brady, the leadership. They got that over the likes of the Panthers, if you want to still throw the Falcons in there, and the Saints as well. The Cowboys, they're firmly in the seat, but not so firmly as everyone would think, because if they lose this game, that'd be 4 out of the last 5 they lost as well. They'd only have a 2-game lead over the Eagles, because the Eagles play the Eagles play the Jets, which they should handily win that as well, and the Eagles are on a hot streak of their own. And we always call it the NFC least, and it always seems to come down to the Cowboys and Eagles, and that would be interesting towards the end if the Eagles can keep this hot run, and if Dallas can't pick it up all back together. Philly's got a real chance at winning this division, if not claiming one of those final wild card spots. But I think for Philly, they definitely need to win the division and hope Dallas keeps falling. Now let's jump more into this game as well. Honestly, from the outside looking in, you got to think this is a get-right game for Dallas, because Amari Cooper looks like he's going to be coming back from COVID, but as well, New Orleans is getting kind of healthy. Now, I say kind of because they were missing a lot of pieces. Like, I think their whole team, honestly, like their whole offense is different. Their defense is still there, but their defense has been inconsistent because they have been having to make up for what the offense has been lacking. But it looks like they'll get Mark Ingram back and Alvin Kamara back, which is huge. And they'll actually go with running Taysom Hill over Trevor Siemian, which we'll see how that plays out. I remember everyone and Sean Payton was saying he's the next great quarterback, but he's 30 years old. A lot of people view him as a gadget player, and we'll see if he can actually hold a W and lead the Saints back into playoff contention, into that wild card spot. I don't know much to expect from him. I do think it should be better than what Trevor Siemian was putting on the field, but that was also, he wasn't putting much out there as well. I think the Saints, what they need to do is go strictly with your running backs, Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram, if they want a shot at winning this game and playing really good defense. But at that, I don't know if CeeDee Lamb is coming back for Dallas, but it does look like Amari is coming back. Zeke is kind of more healthier too, and Dak, he's doing good, but also too, we gotta question it because he's been playing really bad football these last few weeks, if not inconsistent, if you don't want to call it bad. Hasn't been like towards the earlier in the season where it was like MVP form, playoff Super Bowl caliber form that a lot of teams were thinking we was going to see. But now Dallas has fallen off. I mean, I was one of those people who thought Dallas could be an easily #1 seed, but these last 5 games have changed completely a lot. But for the Saints to win this game, it's got to be like stellar defense, and offense has got to run through the running backs. They're both questionable, but if they're both on the field and they both can play, that gives them a shot at winning, because their wide receivers, there's nothing out there. Taysom Hill, like, he can't be forcing balls, so you got to lean on them. Now, if one of them or 2 of them are missing, it just makes the game much, much more difficult for New Orleans. And another key factor is it's in New Orleans too, so they need that fan base to come out and show out for them, because they need to get Dak rattled, that whole offense rattled, to even stand a chance. Because even though Dallas has been struggling a lot lately, Dallas still has the firepower to score at any time. Their defense can still shut down any time they want as well. They still got Trayvon Diggs. Like, Taysom Hill needs to learn, do not force anything his way as well. Micah Parsons too, the line needs the block. They need to shut him down. I mean, yes, Taysom Hill, he's fast, he's mobile, but maybe that'll work in their favor. But he could also take a lot of sacks because he's not used to being a starting quarterback. So this game's going to be very interesting. It's got a lot of playoff implications for both sides. So let me know down below who you're riding with, if you're going to think Dallas is going to come into New Orleans and take a quick victory, or if you think New Orleans is still going to battle for a wild card spot in that division, or even go for that division if you think the Bucs are still going to struggle. And before I wrap it up, I will give my initial pick, and I think it's going to be Dallas, and I think it's going to be Dallas big. Like I said, this is going to be a get-right game. I think it's going to be like a 34-13 type of game. But I can see it going either way. I still think Dallas will still win, but it also could be like a 24-21 game if New Orleans can hold them down and shut them down. I just don't think New Orleans has enough firepower to win against the Cowboys. But then again, the Cowboys haven't seemed like themselves. But with that being said as well, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, because tomorrow I will be dropping the NFC standings followed by the AFC standings, and then you got your weekly picks, so you do not want to miss out on any of that. And if you did like this video, please be sure to leave that thumbs up. And with that, take care.